Previously on UNT.
I was laid off, and my fiance and I have decided to sell our house and everything that we own and purchase a yacht and travel around and live life differently.
I'm looking at it. What's that?
What you said? I said, okay, now where is the engine?
Hello.
Hi.
You like our boat?
Love our boat.
Can't wait till we rename it.
So let's do the bow line first.
What's that?
Bow line first.
No, let's get the. We can help you. Let's do the spring line, then the bow line.
All right.
Yeah, here it really doesn't matter if you got to keep everything off because there's no current.
That's awesome.
So, do you know all your boats are going to sailboat?
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. So you've got all of this already labeled. All of these guys are already labeled. So you got the magnetizer here. The big one's your electric one. So you just wrap that. Anytime you wrap a winch, a winch. Every time you wrap a winch, you want at least 3 wraps around it. If you started pulling it straight, and this is open, you might get to a point where it just yanks out of your hand and get rolled up. So right into the drop, you want to be dead into the wind. So as soon as it comes dead into the wind, yep, that's where it's at. So especially with this electric winch, you always want to be watching. The sails go up or out, watch. If it's trying to slow down on you, there's probably a reason. Oh, this is actually just going to be loose because we have one winch. We have one reef.
Okay.
So you understand the reef? Concept of the reef?
Kind of.
Don't hesitate to ask anything about it. And if I explain something that you understand, don't hesitate to go, oh, I got that. Give me stop. Because I can explain real simply or...
I said we start off with the simplest.
When you got full sails out, the boat handles up to 15 knots. But over 15 knots, there's too much safety. So it should actually turn into the wind and overpower the sails or overpower the rudder. And just be like, I'm going. The boat wants to turn straight into the wind, so she'll try and turn. She won't be able to handle her very well. You'll have a lot of correction in it, the rudder and everything. So at 15 knots, they recommend to get that first reading. And all that does is squinch that sail down. So this line right here, it goes up there, that's your second reef. If we let this full sail go up, there'll be another point that looks just like this. That's right here. You can kind of see it popping out.
Okay.
So they got that combined ran, so it goes up there, back down, and then there's one up in the front. And so that front pulls it down, and that keeps it tight. So that even though you don't have all the sail out, it stays tight.
Okay.
Because if you try to fly it without an actual reef line in it, but not all the way up, it'll just beat the crap out of it.
Okay.
Like this, totally ready to rock and roll. The easiest way to look at it is, the closer into the wind you are, the tighter you want your sails. So you need to be probably here, you need to be about 30 knots off of the wind to actually sail. Like if we wanted to go that way, we just have to motor the whole way. Or we'd have to go that way, then tack, go that way, then tack. Michelle hates tacking.
I would rather motor than tack most of the time.
Exactly. And nowadays, these boats can handle motoring real well. This thing the other day was going like 5 knots dead into the wind. No problem with swimmers. We're doing. Okay. We're gonna roll that front sail out really quick. Check oil you want to check, and you can check even transmission fluid if you want. I would recommend checking everything every day, because the second most important thing besides making sure that it has all that is putting your eyes on it every day. Because the more oftentimes that you look at it normal, the faster you're going to recognize something that's not normal.
Right. Okay.
Right? If I'm looking at
Where's
it.
the engine?
What's that? What'd you say?
I said, okay, now where is the engine? Okay, thank you.
Back here. So when you get ready to untie, you don't want to untie until you're running. Anytime you start a diesel engine, you want to check for spit. We call it spitting. And it's going to come right out on this little, there's a port down there, and it'll actually spit.
Okay.
And that's your cooling. So on a engine, on a water cooled engine, which is marine engines are, they suck water from the outside, run it through the system with your antifreeze, and it goes through a water cooler. So all the fluid's going in different compartments, and it's cooling it. Instead of the air in a radiator cooling from driving, that's how they cool on an engine. Will be the first and last thing you always do is the power. So you'll turn the power on.
Oh.
So these are your engine gauges.
Oh, these are okay.
Yep.
These are my. Oh, so there's two separate ones.
Why are there two separate
Because
ones?
there's two separate engines.
There you go. Exactly.
So
Cute
I
and
turn them
smart.
up.
Turn the power on, and then you see your lights come on. And then what do you want to do to it? Start it.
Okay. So
These start up like that. They don't all start up like that. Ours takes it like, and then they start. And so you get it started, you're looking for your spit. You can actually hear this side. Well, the first thing you want to check if they're not spitting is your belt. Because there's a belt on the water pump. It's about this big. If it's on there and it's spinning, then it's your impeller. And it's almost that simple. So we're sitting in here. You got the wind on your back. You always want to pay attention when you wind. So the number one rule of docking, never approach anything faster than you're willing to hit it. Okay. So never get going fast.
get out of here.
If you're going slow and you get in a bad spot, you can just stop and be like, okay, shit. The worst thing to do is to just start throwing shit, like getting all freaked out and just start shifting and throwing and revving up and you know, if you're totally like, I don't know what to do, put it in neutral and stop for a second. So your rudders are smaller than I am. Like I think they're about 5 foot and they're about this wide. They're very small rudders. They do absolutely no good in tight spots. When you're going slow, it doesn't. You'll see guys coming in the dock and they're spinning their wheel and they're spinning their wheel and you're like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Like, that's not accomplishing anything, stop it. So I always lock my docking maneuvers. You lock it, it doesn't move, it keeps them straight, and then you're gonna use your engines to move. This thing will literally spin on a dime. To come out of here, the wind's on our stern, so we're gonna just get pushed out of here. So it's gonna be really important to line ourselves up before we untie.
Okay.
Right? Because if we start untying, we're just gonna, the person on the dock might get left if we're not careful.
Okay.
So with that being in mind, the last thing you want to undo is this one here.
Even in just the amount of time that you went from there to there, that engine could have died, something could have happened. So before whoever is unties, they always want to get the okay from the person to know. Every time. It doesn't matter, like it probably took you like 30 seconds. But in that 30 seconds, something could have went wrong. And regardless of who's in charge in the relationship, the person at the helm does have to have the overall say when it comes to what's going on. Because they are in the position of seeing the engines are running good still, you're in a good position. I'm ready to do what I got to do. You're the one that's really going to do it. So anytime you want to tie anything, she said, all right, you can go and tie that. Get up there and then wait for that thumbs up. So now you're lined up perfectly. So go ahead and put both of them forward. One at a time.
One at a time.
Yep. One hand. That one. And you're watching over there. That one's clear. You totally clear over here. Now I'm going to fold the neutral. Because there's no reason to rush out of here, right? Yep. Cool. Cool. All right. Now starboard goes in reverse.
Is that this one?
Yep. You give it more gas. Hold out, hold out, hold out, hold out, hold out about there. And see what she's doing. Feel her turning? She's turning exactly where we're going to go.
Look around too.
Yeah. Watch your back. Yeah. Put it next one. Just watch.
And watch the supposed behind us.
See that? So what are you going to do now?
Go forward.
Yep. What is it? Okay. Not holding neutral up. Because you're still not straight. So do that neutral.
Blind spot complete. Full go.
And then that one in reverse to bring it over. Feel it. A little more. Yep. Bring it that way. Go forward. Now the wind is blowing this way. So it's usually best to be up the wind as best as possible. Okay. Not that it matters right now, but if something were to happen to your engine side, you'd want to be over on this side so you have a little more room.
Okay.
So that's one of those thinking ahead things. You just kind of want to think ahead all the time. Now you're going fast enough. Now you can unlock this and steer. Hard left.
What?
Hard left.
Okay.
So now you can pick the throttles up some. That can help you get a little more gas. This thing handles really well. As soon as, I mean, you're not even going that fast in the turn.
I just drove our boat.
What? So the main thing
Bye,
out here.
bitch. No, I'm just kidding. That's what we used to say all the time when we would ride our bikes. We'd speed past each other and be like, bye, bitch.
That's fun. Motorcycles or bicycles?
Bicycles, electric bikes.
Electric bikes.
Yeah, they went
Nice.
really fast.
Yeah.
Mine would only go 50.
So the main rule of the road out here is give way.
Okay.
Because even if you have the right of way,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't mean that other guy knows his right of way. He doesn't know you got the right of way, or he doesn't care that you got the right of way. Basically, give way. Be ready. Sometimes, every once in a while, I'll be feeling kind of contrary, and I'm like, I'm taking this, dude. You're gonna scoot over. But in the back of my head, I'm going, okay, he has until this point before I pull chicken.
Right.
And I'll turn out of the way or whatever. But you gotta always be aware that that guy doesn't know his right of way, or doesn't care.
Right.
These fairies, they don't care. They
It's
may
like
know
we're
the right
going
of way,
here.
they just don't care. They're bigger, so they got the right of way. That's how they feel like it. And really, my grandpa used to say, would you rather be
Right.
wrong or dead right? Like, you can call the card if you want, but be prepared because you might get smashed. So one way to think about this,
There we go.
matter of fact, watch this real quick, ninja. You can think of the engines like this. Your two throttles, just straight them around a little bit and be like, if I want my ass to go over here, I'd be there. The front can go that way. If I go forward with the right, it'll go that way. Or backwards, it'll go that way. You go wiggle your ass, that's your feel. Like, to celebrate a bit. Look at that.
Look at how close we are. Whoop, whoop.
The one reason I do this with mooring balls when I'm showing captains, teaching captains, It's because if you can control your ass and your stern or your bow in a manner in which you can do that right there, even going into a dock, you know what to do with both to get them fine-tuned, and it'll be a whole different world when you're coming into the dock.
After weeks on the dock, we try our hand out at sea and head over to Christmas Cove. Turns out our puppy enjoys lounging in the water just as much as us. Leave a like for Ragazina. We get to snorkel down and check out an old shipwreck. We keep a close eye on the weather at the tail end of hurricane season. So please feel free to subscribe and leave a like, and we'll catch you on the next episode. And let me know if you have any questions and comments.